So a couple of days ago I heard about Mary Oliver passing away, the poet, and I felt really moved by that because her words have really touched me and meant a lot to me in my life. The first few lines of her poem, Wild Geese: "You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves." The first time, actually every time I hear those words, it's like a sigh of relief through my whole body. My whole body just relaxes, like, I don't have to be good. Oh, thank God. And on the topic of wildness, I'd like to share another one of her poems and a little bit about what it means to me to be wild. So this one's from her book, 1,000 Mornings, and it's called Green, Green is My Sister's House. "Don't you dare climb that tree or even try," they said, "or you'll be sent away to the hospital of the very foolish, if not the other one." And I suppose, considering my age, it was fair advice. But the tree is a sister to me. She lives alone in a green cottage high in the air, and I know what would happen. She'd clap her green hands, she'd shake her green hair, she'd welcome me. Truly, I try to be good, but sometimes a person just has to break out and act like the wild and springy thing one used to be. It's impossible not to remember wild and want it back. So if someday you can't find me, you might look into that tree, or, of course it's possible, under it. And to me, what wildness means, sometimes I think the word wildness has this connotation of being really rebellious and kind of swinging the opposite direction from good to, whatever society determines the opposite of good to be. But to me, it's like listening to the impulses of my body and kind of harnessing the power of my body as a force of nature and understanding my body as nature. And that might look like the kinds of sounds that I make, or the way that I feel a heaviness in my stomach, or a knot in my throat, or pleasure and expansion in my heart, and working with all of those sensations rather than against them, like welcoming them. And it also to me means that I really consider why I do the things that I do. And if I'm doing something because that's just what everyone does and that's what I've been taught, but really I just want to walk barefoot in the bush without shoes because that's what my feet want to do, then I do that. And when it comes to sexuality, I feel like wildness can be the kinds of sounds and movements that you allow your body to make, and feeling those impulses. There's almost like a really free, liberated quality to experience in your body, and letting your expression come from, like, organically rise up from inside rather than to be kind of a performance shaping to what you are outside. And it's really, to sum it up, I guess, understanding your body and your being as nature and working with that, embracing that, rather than trying to tame it.